5th of April, Rabbi Levitt, Nefesh Hahaim.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we're doing. Alan is reading the first from the first black dot on 23.
Okay. So yeah. So continue, please, Alan.
Okay. So I'm going to start. The first black dot, and
By the way, thank you very much, Lou.
You're welcome. What are you thanking me for?
You know.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you for giving your Venus money.
Ezrat Hashem. Okay. Yes, please, Alan, continue.
All right. In Hebrew, the first black dot, Barak, B-E-Unyan, Hakar, he knew, but Hishtach, Talash, Shalus, Romim, Volamos, Shekfi, Hasogoseno, Abuzer, who, Shehna, me, our cave, Dibor. The Rizal only provides deep explanations in relation to the concept of Kav, that is the way in which we are able to relate to the cascading down of Hashem's essence through the worlds. However, he only freely deals with the concept of Tzimtzum and does not speak of its essence in any detail. And says referred to the beginning of Sefer Oretz Chaim. The Rizal, Baal Bereshis Sefer Oretz Daf Base Eresh Ayin Gimel.
Okay, I see where you are. Yeah, good. Okay.
Right,
Yeah, that's not too far. Good.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Okay, so we're up to below Gilhu, Rak Mitsiuto, Der Klal, Levad Levad, Lachacham Umevin Umidato. That's what we actually mentioned a little bit about that last time. Okay, so Mitam Shavada Roy Lahat Adam Hayosha Chacham Levav Hakavua Kol Ayomim B'Talmud Torah Mitzvahs Asher Nemana Es Kel Ruchai Leda Metzius Zeh Inyan Hanora Der Klal She'odin Yochid Yisborach Shmo Mole Es Kol Ve'ein Od Milvado Yisborach Lahalhiv Mizeh. Yeah, because he's saying that we always have to understand that. Okay, so yeah, okay, that's the way it works when it comes to Kabbalah. They reveal a tefach and they conceal at least twice that much. Why do they do that? That's the way they do. They do that because that's the best thing. That's the best thing. We get what we could, just like the filtering itself. Hashem get right. Why does Hashem need this whole process of tzimtzum, of this cascading? Let Hashem just crash all of his goodness and his essence all the way down into this world without any dilution or filtering whatsoever. Wouldn't that be the best thing? That's everything that he's got, everything that he is. He doesn't do that. Why not? Obviously, because even though we don't understand it so well, it wouldn't be the best thing for us, because all he's trying to do is give us exactly the best thing that what we need to have and that what we could take. And so therefore the Yerizal is also doing the same thing that Hashem is doing. He learned from Hashem. He filters and cascades down everything that he has to us in a way that will be the best for us. And even that we can't understand it. So we need someone who's proficient in Kabbalah to be able to really explain it in a way that makes sense. Because these things are very very, very deep. We need years of preparation and knowledge and dedication and in order to attain the understanding that we have. It's not so simple. It's not like 2 and 2 is 4. It's not even like advanced calculus. It's much, much more than that. Lahavdil elef hadolos. So yeah. Okay, so now right, so what we got up to below Gilhu. He's talking about what the Arizal revealed to us. Lo Gilhu rak mitziuto derek klal. He only revealed to us, the Arizal, the very existence of this derech that Hashem employs in bringing down His divine flow of kedusha and everything good into this world. Derech klal levad lechacham amevim nidato. So we will. That's as much as we can understand. As much as we are Chacham, we'll be able to understand that what the Rizal say. Mitam shevadai roi la'adam hayasher Chacham levav hakavua kol yomim. Somebody who's always devoted his life, really, his day is basically devoted to delving into the words of Torah and the performance of Hashem's mitzvahs. Hashem nemona as kel rucha, that he has full faithfulness. He's totally faithful to Hashem and His Torah in a complete way. Such a person, leida mitziu zeh ha'inyan hanora derech klal. Such a person is capable of knowing what Hashem's ways are in a derech klal, in a general sense. She'adon yochid yisbarach shmo malei as kol ve'ein od milvado yisbarach. That the truth is, this is the thing that he keeps saying, which is a difficult thing to understand for us. That really Hashem, He fills up the entire world without any holding anything back in an equal. He's equally fills up every place, and to the extent Einod Milvado, there is nothing other than Him. It's not like He's the most powerful thing in the universe. It's not like He's the greatest God that there is, but He's the essence of all existence, and there's nothing else. How do we understand such a thing? It's very hard to understand that, but that's the general principle that we are grappling with. And then he says, what is the it has a very practical ramification of knowing that is that this should affect our davening. Lahalhiv mizeh tohar kedushas makshavto lavodas atfila. This, the more that we focus on this principle, this truth, it will inspire us in purity and in sanctity in our thoughts as we daven to Hashem and we engage in the service of tefillah, because tefillah is a service of Hashem. Vodas Hashem. L'chabin libo be'ema ve'yira ve'resis, to focus and direct our hearts to Hashem, that we are speaking to Him with awe and fear and trembling, that we are talking to Hamakom, hu makomo shel olam. Umakomo shel olam hu kavanos inyan atzimtzum, hu mavor kanal. Okay, that's a very nice thing that he says in Sagraim. There you have it. These are the two things that would seem to be the exact opposite to us, and he says that that they're all one. It's all one. Okay, so let's pick up where it says over here, Kamaimram Zal Shahamispalel. That should be a new dot. See where that is? Kamaimram Zal Shahamispalel Sorik Shechaben Libo Lamokom. As the sages say, that the one who davens should focus and direct his heart to Hashem, who is called Hamakom.
What's the first word again, please?
Kamaimram Zechrono Livracha.
It's on the next page, 525, very first line.
Thank you.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, so and now this is the quote that Chazal say. You may have that. You may have where it is in the Gemara cited over there.
Brachos 31a.
Brachos 31a. Okay. Well, no pencil in this room. Okay, no matter. Okay, so let's go to Roy to continue the reading.
All right. Well, I read what it says under Brachos 31a.
Yeah, it says the statement is Kisha Atam Ispalel, right?
The standard version mentions concentrate his heart on heaven, not makom. The source for this statement is Tosafos Barachos 3:4, which only states concentrate his heart. Clearly, Rev Chaim had a version which mentions makom. However, irrespective of the version, it still conveys the same point. One directs one's tefillah to Hashem, as in his makom, as in
Kain Amru Shatam Ispalel Altas El Rachmim V'Tachnunim Lifnei HaMakom. Okay, the basic point that comes out from the reading is that he's saying that Nefesh Hachaim, that you see that when Chazal referred to kavana in tefillah, and we know we're supposed to not just be saying words and reading words out loud. We're supposed to be talking to Hashem. So we know Hashem is absolute one and absolute unity, but nevertheless, we see, says the Nefesh Hachaim, that when we talk about tefillah, we use the name of Hashem, of Hamakom, which indicates that Hu Makomo Shel Olam. He is the makom of the olam, not the other way around. Not that he is in the universe, but the universe is in him. That's what we are having in mind. This concept, which is really admittedly difficult to understand. He says, nevertheless, that Chazal use this name of Hashem when they're talking about kavana in tefillah. One should make his tefillah rachamim v'tachnunim, and a request for mercy, and in a way of supplication, in a way of humility and self-effacement, lifnei hamakom, before hamakom, before Hashem, who is the okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's going to say another Gemara. Kinin Shema Rabbi Elazar LaTalmidav.
Right. V'chein amaru avot base Yud Gimel. Am I in the wrong place? Or we share so mispalel al ta'esh, etc. Am I in the wrong place?
Oh yeah, okay, that's what we just mentioned.
All right. Ela rachamim v'zachanunim lifnei hamakom, etc. Right. Baruch Hashem. Right now. Nain Shema Rabbi Eliezer the Talmud Baruch Chof Es Ayin Beis Da'u Lifnei Mi Atom Mispalim. So when you pray, don't pray by road, but pray before Hashem. As Eliezer said to his students, know before whom you pray. We have the expression, know before whom you stand. Is that the same thing? We have it on Aaron Kodashim. Stop and above
What's
it. They're different.
It's basically the same idea, but you're right. They mention different words.
Mm.
But truth to be told, the name for the Shmona Esrei when we daven to Hashem, which is called Tefillah, is Amida. So it's pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So I continue with the Chain or someone else.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll pass it on to Lou.
Okay. V'chein b'yichud.
Yeah, right.
Pasuk Rishon. Dikiri as shama besevas echad roy lehaoved amiti lechavein bikedushas machshavto. So similarly,
So Alan, have you got the place?
No.
Page 525,
Right.
the first black dot. We just read that line, V'chein.
Hahaim, right?
But we've just, yeah, Lou just read that. Sorry, Lou. I knew.
no problem. Always nice to have everybody on the same page.
Hmm.
And the same bullet, too.
That's right.
Right, Lou.
Similarly, this awareness is fitting for a true servant of Hashem to enable him to focus the holiness of his thoughts on the unity of Hashem when reciting the word one in the first verse of Kriyat Shema. Shehu Yisbarach Shemo Mitzido Hu Echad Ke Mash Ma'o Gam Bechol Ha-Bruim Kulam Achdus Pashut Levad Ke Kodesh Kekodem Habiriah Ukamo She Yisbar Air Imirza Hashem Lehalan.
Good.
That God, from his perspective, is literally one, even together with all his creations, and absolute unity, unchanged, and as before, the creation, as will be explained later, God willing.
Oh, really? It will be explained later. Okay, so we can look forward to that.
Yeah.
See, this is quite a difficult thing to understand. This.
Yeah, because how could he not change if the universe is in him, and the universe didn't exist, and then at some later time the universe did exist, then Hashem changed. Seemingly.
Yeah.
No, unchanged.
Hashem does not change.
Hmm.
Right? That's what we just read.
Yes.
From before creation and after creation, Hashem didn't change. But we just said in the previous above, we said that the universe is in Hashem. So the universe is part of Hashem. So if you go from a situation where there's no universe, and then there is a universe, so that's a change in Hashem. So it's a conundrum.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, we'll see how he explains it. And we have to realize that he keeps emphasizing that there really are two perspectives. We don't have the same perspective that Hashem has.
Right.
Because the only one who has Hashem's perspective is Hashem.
Right.
But he's saying that he's saying that from Hashem's perspective, mitzido, from Hashem's side of the fence, so to speak, this is the way that it is. That he's absolute oneness and unity without any variation or change or right now after the creation has been created as he was before he created. So that's and that's going to be explained. Be'ezus Hashem, it's going to be explained how that is, at least as much as we could understand of it. So sounds like he's got something more to say about that. So that's very encouraging. That we'll be looking out for that. Okay. So now we're up to Vagam.
Shall I continue?
If you want.
Gam lios yarei bechared mizeh mi lavor chas v'shalom al achas mitzvosav yisbarach ki malo kol haaretz kivodo. So also, it should be that he is fearful and motivated from transgressing, heaven forbid, any of Hashem's commandments, as he fills all places with his glory.
So here's another very, very, very practical ramification of learning what it says here in Nefesh Hahaim about the Achdus and the Makom Shalom and everything. It should put in us some awe and reverence for who Hashem is. And if this is what Hashem said to do this, Hashem said not to do that, then we should treat that as an absolute, without question. Of course, we want to understand as much as we could, just like we want to understand who Hashem is as much as we could. But at the end of the day, they're Hashem's commandments, and we got to do them, whether we however much as we understand as and we have. So the whole way that we approach the mitzvahs is just it's quite a game changer, really, and that really is what it's all about too, because that's going to affect our whole performance of mitzvahs. That's the gam over here. So there's two things that we're coming out with. This can affect the way we daven. It's going to affect the way that we do mitzvahs and refrain from doing averos. Oh, now he's going to quote a pasuk in Yirmiyahu. Kamosha Amar HaKosev.
Moshe Amar HaKosev, as it is written in Yirmiyahu, in Yirmiyah, Im Yisad Ser Ish B'mistarim Va'ani Lo Yir'enu Kule. Hello, es ha shamayim, the es haaretz ani malay. So can a man hide in a concealed way that I should not see him? Do I not fill the heaven and the earth? Uke ein shamar David Hamelech Alav Hashalom in Tehillim Shivisi Hashem Lenegdi Tamid. As it's said by King David in Tehillim, I have set God before me always.
So in other words, if Hashem he fills every single place, so then there's really, I mean, just imagine to yourself, if you knew that you were in a place that Hashem was just right there, and you're standing right next to him, Kaviyachol, could you do an Avera with him just watching you right there, right in front of you as you're doing that? You'd be crazy. So if we internalize this idea, like David HaMelech says, like Yirmiyahu says, there's really no hiding place that a person could hide and be in a private place where the king can't see him. It's just like a person in the middle of the street. There's certain things that he wouldn't do when all these people could see him. So too in the most private of his rooms of his house, where no one can see him, it's really all the same to Hashem. So the more that a person internalizes this idea, the more he will do like David HaMelech says, to put Hashem before himself all the time, to realize that Hashem is right there watching him all the time. And that will, of course, be a great enhancement of his performance of Torah and mitzvahs. So these things are not esoterical, not not up in the air types of things that we're talking about over here. We're talking about figuring out how it is that we can improve our performance of Torah and mitzvahs. That's a very big practical thing to do. Yeah. Alabai. Okay. And we got 3 minutes.
I'd like to pass the baton.
Okay, Alan, you're up.
This is the concept of Hillel Hashem. Is that it?
Yes.
You got it.
Okay. The concept of Hillel Hashem, wherever it is mentioned, where the verse Mecha Liha is explained by the Zohar to relate to a Chazal, an expression of void and empty space. Similarly here, when a person is concerned over transgressing God's commandments, he causes the appearance, God forbid, that the place in which he is devoid of Hashem, and he therefore has no hesitation to transgress God's commandments. As I'll say, one who transgresses a sin in secret is as if he pushes away the feet of the Shekinah. This answers a good question which appears strange in the eyes of any wise person as to how the Arizal permitted himself to mention the concept of Tzimtzum at all, given the intellectual engagement with it is forbidden. According to that which we have explained, the concept of Tzimtzum in truth relates to all places and all times, even in this world, and is for the individuals that God calls to know the existence of this awesome concept for the reasons mentioned above. For example, to inspire their service of prayer, to fulfill the commandments of relating to Hashem's unity, and to prevent sin. Can I continue?
Okay. Yeah, you got 1 minute. Okay.
Okay, similarly, the Zohar, Raya, Zohar, to come in, and the Holy One of God, Rav Shmuel, author of the Song of Unity, mentioned above, and the Rukich mentioned this concept with a hint to one who understands. All of these reasons mentioned as explained in one who understands in the Rukich. There is Shorosh Kedushat Yichud referred to it. one more. However, be very careful with your life. Remember and do not forget that which was explained above. This concept is only for the general intellectual awareness according to individual ability, and one who must not, heaven forbid, intellectually analyze the essence of a concept. So,
Yeah. Okay. Another warning not to go past the red line and delving into these matters in a way that we're not able to have any benefit from, and possibly quite the other way, the opposite of benefit. And that's of course why it is that we shouldn't do it. Okay, very good.
Thank
So
you.
we'll continue Be'ezus Hashem on Yom Rishon. Have a couple more days.
Rabbi, beginning Tuesday, Ben Asmanim, what's your plan? Are you gonna teach from 10:30 to 12:30 like normal, or you want to do something different?
What's the choices?
Oh, Rabbi first is changing, instead of going from 8:30 to 10:30, he's going from 9:30 to 10:30. So if you wanted to drop down to 1 hour and go from 10:30 to 11:30, that would work out nicely. But if you want to do 2
Okay.
hours, that would also be good.
Okay. Okay, Be'ezus Hashem, we'll try for we'll start with 10:30 to 11:30 and see how we do with that.
Okay, the topic will be Nefesh Hahaim or Gemara.
Oh, whatever you want.
Or something else.
Why don't we discuss it with Phil?
Or something else. You want something else? You can do something else too. You could have a special Bein Hazmanim Limud.
I'd like that. There's a book called Chorev. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. I've been meaning to read it for a long time and I never have.
Oh, okay.
By Hirsch.
All right. Have to get a hold of it. I think I once had it, but I don't think I have it anymore. When the number of our bookshelves decreased, also the number of the books decreased as well. Okay. Does anybody else have? Okay. So we'll do Chorev.
Sorry,
Is that okay with everybody else?
I haven't got it, so I have to listen in. That's all
Well, maybe
right.
it's on Safari.
Maybe. I don't know. What's it called? Chorev?
Yeah.
Yeah, HOREB, I think they or VB
Yes, B.
I might have seen it
by
around.
Rav Shamshon Raphael Hirsch.
Yeah, I might have seen it. What's it about?
Well, that's the name for Mount Sinai. It's one of the alternate names for Mount Sinai.
Right. So what's it about? The Ten Commandments or what? Or
I don't know. I haven't read it. It was recommended to me years ago, and I see it in the bookshelf, and I think I got to read that someday. I got to read that, but I haven't, so I don't know.
all right. Well, we'll see if I've got it. I don't think we've got it. Otherwise, we'll just listen. That's fine. In the meantime, have a good Shabbos, all of you, and be well. And we'll
Amen.
see you on Sunday morning, Amos Hashem.
Bezras Hashem. Okay.
All right, culture.
Wonderful Shabbos, everybody. Lou and Alan and Roy. Thanks again, Lou.
thank
You're
you.
welcome.